back. We're back.
We are.
So you like my
back, and-
T-shirt? You like my T-shirt?
Well, I didn't say I liked it. I just thought it was an interesting choice for this evening.
I've got my Carlton T-shirt on. Well, I thought it was only right that, we wear it for Michael Voss's last game.
Oh,
So
I think we were both expecting an announcement on Monday.
I know, I kept refreshing the breaking news.
Breaking news,
It's like, surely he's gone. Surely he's gone by now.
Why would you even?
No.
Would you even let him into training on Tuesday?
I'm over it. I'm just it's not funny anymore. There's been so many videos and I've never seen so many people.
I know.
Really jump on it.
You want to tell our listeners of your train ride home on Sunday?
Oh God, yeah. So does it get any worse than this when they couldn't go to the game, which was actually a blessing because of your birthday? So this is the sort of friendship Martin and I have, that he picked a day to have a family get together for his birthday on the day that Carlton was playing Melbourne between the hours of 2 and 6 p.m. So I couldn't watch it, which actually I should thank you for. But I was coming up from Geelong on the train and so I was with Carlton supporters all the way up. And then I had to go with them all the way back as well, as a few Melbourne supporters.
Gee, it's a long trip down Geelong on the train.
Yeah,
when you've lost, that's a shot. Well, in my defence, you were playing Melbourne, who was supposed to be bad, and for half of football were bad.
Yeah.
So at one point, when Carlton was it 44-1? Is that right?
43-1, I think. Or maybe 44. 44.
I think it was 44.
Yeah. It was, yeah.
And Dominic said to me, we are 44 times their score. It was a very valid point.
Yeah.
And I don't think it seems lost after being 44 times ahead of the other team.
44 times the score.
But you said, and I keep reminding you said, surely we can't lose from here.
Yeah, because I thought it was funny. It's like, he can't, there's so much focus on us fading out, all this sort of stuff. It's kind of, let's humour it. We'll all have a good laugh.
We did. We had a great laugh.
We had a good laugh, and then it got really serious. But the best bit was do you remember the worm? We were watching the worm, and it was Carlton like bang, 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 6 goals.
I know.
Melbourne were like 1 point or something like that, and then we kicked maybe the first or second after quarter time, and we got to 44 times their score, and then it just flatlined, and then they got a point, and suddenly we were only 22 times the score, and then they got another point, and we were only like 13 times the score, and then the whole quarter just flatlined.
I know. Just the worst quarter football. I remember your friends of the podcast, your son Alex, did make a call and said, I can hear the Jaws music going. I was like, yep. Yeah. To be fair, it wasn't even the third quarter. It was just the last quarter. And that's a good, for anyone listening out there, don't watch The Worm. It will take away all hope.
Yeah.
Because you had hope at 44 times their score, I reckon.
Well, it was to be honest, it was more than hope. Like, I know we've capitulated from lots of scores.
You did actually think you were going to win.
But you just think. I did, yeah. I just thought they'll come back a bit. We won't win by 44. We can't go on with it and all that stuff. But we got over the line with Richmond. We've changed. We've learned how to just hang on. It'll be okay. It's like, no, it wasn't.
It was okay. One of those, like, I'll speak for myself, but it's like a perfect birthday weekend. Friday night, we go out for birthday. Collingwood gets up by, 5-6 goals.
Did Collingwood play last weekend?
They did.
I didn't even realise they played.
Note to self: don't ever win on a Friday night. You can't watch anything. Everyone forgets about it. But
that's right.
Yeah. And we got home. Collingwood's won. So Saturday I get to sit down and watch the replay, knowing we've won. Best, and then Carlton gets. Not only did you get well beaten, but under those, what was the Jared Waitley's comment? How can something be so bizarre yet so predictable
Yes.
all at the same time? That's just fantastic. I just went home and thought they couldn't have written that any better.
Better, the best weekend ever.
The whole weekend. I shouldn't. Is anyone else getting sick of bagging Carlton? Like, surely to God, it's got to a point where,
Yeah.
like, what's it gonna what is it gonna take for Carlton to do anything?
Yeah. Well, like I really don't know, because I think
maybe we should.
Yeah,
We've in the well, there's lots of things I want to talk about, but maybe we should open the lines to people to ring in, even though they can't. But no, what? Seriously, what would have to happen for Carlton to do something?
Yeah.
Either play differently, get rid of it. Like what is it?
Well, North's been playing really well, so they could definitely win on Friday. I don't have any faith that Carlton can kind of bounce back, and there's reasons for that, and we can come back to that. But if North beat us convincingly on Friday, then is that enough?
Is that it?
With Vosco, I mean, in the past, we've got rid of coaches for way less than this. Why the hell are we hanging on this bloke?
You've got rid of coaches after making the 8.
Yeah, exactly.
So
bloody poor old rats. Jeez, he's like overachieved with everything. And then yeah.
Do you know, Brett Ratton is the last coach who did anything half decent with Carlton, in my opinion. Do you know,
completely right.
I've been thinking about this. You know why? Because he's Carlton. I think the problem is that all the coaches that you've had have been from other successful clubs. You need to go and just pick a Carlton person. Pick a Carlton person. Doesn't really matter. If you're gonna be Carlton, you might as well be full on Carlton.
Yeah, yeah.
Don't get Mike.
Is John Elliott still alive? John Elliott died, didn't he?
He started the just quietly.
We could have got Big Jack to come back. I know he's got a lot to answer for.
Can we go and get someone old? What about Cooter? Cooter runs for Parliament. Surely you can coach Carlton at the same time.
Yeah. He's all right. I was watching. They do a little. I don't know whether all the clubs do it, but there's like Carlton Radio,
Blues Radio.
Yeah. And Andy Marr
that was entertaining
hosted,
to say the least.
That was hilarious, and it's so good watching it. And they're just like, and it come around, it's coming up to pick it. It's like, it's another goal. They're writing it down on the. Oh God! It's like, it's coming out of the back line, but he's turning it over.
Oh God! But I think
pretty entertaining stuff.
But we also, I wanted to introduce. Well, we have spoken about this on the phone, but you know that lovely quote which is, I think I looked it up. It's actually Alexander the Great that said, "He's not concerned about a team of lions led by sheep."
Oh yes.
But he is worried about a team of sheep led by a lion. And then could have been champions added, and a team of cows led by a goat. Nobody knows. But does that, what is Carlton?
Yeah.
Is Voss? In theory, you would think Voss would be the lion, and therefore,
I think so.
All the players would be sheep, and therefore whatever. But does that mean Voss is a sheep?
Well, it's a team of sheep led by sheep.
Or is he a goat?
Yeah. Well, maybe it's a team of. What was it? A team of donkeys led by a goat. I think that might be it. Yeah. And it's not goat in the sense that it's a GOAT, the best of all time. I know. I think if anything, they are a team of sheep led by a lion, because they're all looking at him. Same as Buckley with Collingwood in those years.
Yeah.
I think when you get these champion players, we've talked about this before, I think all the teams looking at him to go, well, what do we do now?
What do I do? What do I do, Michael?
Yeah. What would you do? What would Michael do? What would Vossi do? Because they're all behind Vossi. The players are all, they love Vossi. Well, we're all behind Vossi. God.
Maybe you should play.
Full support of the board.
Oh, yeah, full support of the board today.
Yeah.
I've got a theory. So there was discussion this week, which I thought was very interesting, how they should trade Cripps
Yeah.
because they've got to get a more breadth of, like, someone would then be forced to stand up or do something. I reckon, mate, with a few bizarre things, make Jagger Smith captain.
Yeah. So
Has
you
anyone
settled
ever
on
been
Jagger
captain
Smith?
after 3 games? After doing their knee and then only playing 3 games?
Yeah.
Because, I reckon Voss should play.
Yeah.
He should be captain,
Well,
the first captain coach in 40 years.
Oh, yes.
Who's the last captain coach of Carlton? Would be Alex Jezza.
Jezza. I reckon it's Jezza. Yeah.
Surely there's no
Did
one,
all right.
no one else. Oh, I reckon he should play captain coach. Then he can be just a line on the ground, just do everything.
Yeah. No. He's just got to go. I want him to leave, go back to Brisbane. Good on him. He's done. Look, to be serious for a moment, he has done some fantastic things with us, and he really brought us out in that 23 season. Brilliant, fantastic. But he clearly doesn't know how to address this, or he would have already. He talked about it in the press conferences. He talked about owning it, and the leadership group have to own it. And it's like, yeah, you've bloody owned it. Yes, you own it because you're the coach, for God's sake. So yes, you own it, and you have always owned it. So you can't fix it. You keep making the same mistakes over and over again all the time. So you can't do it. So just go. It's okay. You've done a great job. And you're lost now. Don't fucking hang around.
Oh, dear.
Sorry, I try not to swear because I have to keep deleting it when I do the editing.
I'm surprised it's taken you about 12 minutes to actually swear.
I just don't understand why.
So this is the other annoying
senior
thing, right?
leaders just don't go. When you can't, you've had a good go. Doesn't mean you're a bad person or a failure or anything. You're just somebody else. You can't work it out. So just get out of the way. Sorry.
Leadership tips by Dominic White.
Ooh.
Well, we should let people know, because I've always encouraged Dominic to write a book on leadership, particularly corporate leadership. And my strong encouragement for him to entitle that book "The Least Worst Management."
Yeah, leadership.
Maybe Vossi's the least worst. Sure, is he the least worst right now?
He might be. He might be. So that, like, I don't think Malthouse did much.
Who's worse right now?
Pagan or in the
of all the other
all
coaches right now, he'd have to be on the top of the list, wouldn't he? Surely.
Brad Scott. Ross Lyon. What about our friend Ross? Great friend of the show.
It's a great friend of the show. Rossi isn't my favourite coach, I have to say. Oh yeah, they're the three that they would be competing for least worst, I reckon. All those three. Still reckon Vossi's up there, because at least Essendon just lose.
I think I would vote for. I would vote for Voss being the least worst of those three, because
really?
I mean, Brad Scott just looks like an angry, miserable guy you'd never want to speak to in a pub. Ross Lyon looks like he would just be a smart ass that would backstab you and go, and sort of undermine you at all moments to get his own way.
I've got this theory about Ross, because his press conferences are entertaining, to say the least. But they're also, to me, indicate that I don't actually think he watched the game.
Yeah,
He makes these comments, and you're like, how did you not know that Pendlebury's first 5 possessions were goals?
I know. What about those comments after Collingwood? Yes.
The whole world.
Ridiculous thing.
This bloke's awesome. He's 38, whatever. And Ross is like, what?
Did he have much? He didn't have much impact on the game, did he? Though and he's looking off to his minders. It's like did he have much?
To his stat sheet. And they're all going, oh, what? Scott who? What?
Yeah.
No idea. It's like he didn't even watch the game. He's in some kind of parallel universe.
He was watching Netflix.
No, I was watching last week's replay. We're still trying to figure that out. Shit, did we play today? He is. I reckon he's the worst. That St Kilda list. Yeah. My God, the money they've spent.
He's the most worst. I think he's the most worst.
The most worst, not the least worst.
Yeah, and I like at least Vossi smiles, and I think he's a good person, Michael Voss. And I think he'd be an even better person if he was coaching a different team.
See, Brad Scott, he's sort of up there because, well, not really. See, the most, because like he's he's not even a lion leading a team of sheep. He's like a lion leading a team of tadpoles or something like that. It's just, I don't even know how to describe Essendon.
You wouldn't. I mean, Brad Scott's not really a lion, is he? He'd be more like a, I don't know, a Siamese cat or something like that. Just not particularly scary. Leading a team of sheep. He might be leading a team of sheep, but
team of sheep,
they'd be all looking for him, and the sheep would be going, "Where is he? What? Oh, he's down there. Oh, he's that little purring guy."
I must look up. I'm not really sure Alexander the Great was talking about team of sheep led by a Siamese cat. But this is the other annoying thing about the weekend, even though it was kind of scripted, is that we get up by 5 or 6 goals, play pretty well, and then you blokes take all the bloody airplay.
Yeah.
I can't find anything on Collingwood. Nothing.
Yeah.
Nick Dacos gets votes from everybody, enough so he can come second again, I reckon.
So I've got a question for you. I saw a clip today or yesterday from Collingwood training, and Jamie Elliott was running around with number 35 on his back.
He was.
And
apparently he does that all the time.
Nick Dacos was number 5. So is this a thing? Is it a little bit of jumper swapping? It's like go on.
Not I was going to say the old days in the grand final when they used to. So just for people's memories, St Kilda hasn't won since 1965, which I think is now the longest drought. Is that correct?
I suppose so. Yeah, it would be. Yeah.
Are you second?
We're second. Yeah.
Oh, are you seriously? Is that the longest drought of anyone? Oh,
second longest.
Oh, go Saints!
Other than teams that have never won.
But the saddest part of St Kilda's only ever lost one, and the photo of Daryl Bullock holding the cup, who's the captain of St Kilda, he's wearing a Collingwood jumper.
So sad. Like that's no wonder they stopped that tradition, because
at the end of the game, someone from Collingwood went, "Look, the very fucking least, get someone to take a photo with the Collingwood jumper on. Go and swap your jumper with Daryl quickly."
So what's the jumper swapping thing with Elliott and Dacos?
I actually don't know, but I have noticed that at training they somehow swap. I don't know why, but a few of them do that. I think they actually, if you watch them, I don't think they all wear their own jumper. I think a few of them got a bit of a deal going. So.
You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of a Year 11 religious camp that I went on. I went to a Catholic boys' school.
I don't think anyone needs to.
In Year 11, no, this was great drama. In Year 11, we did a retreat. Supposed to be prayerful and all this stuff, and getting ready for the end of school and all this stuff. And we went with a girls' school, and there were 2 dormitories, and you weren't supposed to mix and all that stuff. And then this guy who was like the cool dude from the class had a girlfriend from this other school, and they disappeared for a while and missed one of the little prayer sessions, and then came back wearing each other's T-shirts. And everybody was just like, "Did you see?" His nickname was Maggot, this guy.
Maggot?
He was very... Maggot.
Maybe he's an umpire now.
Maggot's got... whatever her name was. Yeah,
Maggot's now an AFL umpire.
It always stuck in my mind. It's like I was so jealous.
Swapping T-shirts.
God, he's so cool.
Oh, that's the
coolest. So I think Jamie Elliott and Nick Dacos were down the back of the shelter sheds.
Well, wouldn't he be trying to rub anything of Nick Dacos onto anybody at training? But I have a religious question for you, actually.
Oh yeah. Yeah, please.
Which is not really related to football, but I'm going to make it related to football.
So go on, my son.
What I don't understand, so Christmas Day is the day that Jesus was born, right?
Yes.
It's probably Nick Dacos' birthday as well. but that's the day he was born, and we celebrate that on the 25th of December every year.
Yes.
Right? So Easter, Good Friday is the day that Jesus was crucified.
Yes.
And then he was resurrected on the Sunday. But Easter changes every year. It moves around. With the moon. That makes no sense.
Yeah.
How does that work?
Yeah. It's almost like the whole thing was made up or something.
No. No. Surely not. But it makes zero sense to me at all. I get the moon and the whatever, but the fact that happened and it's like, shouldn't it be the same day every year?
Yeah.
Shouldn't it?
No, I think it's a fair point. It's a fair point.
It's a bit like, Collingwood should always play at the MCG.
I thought you were going to say that Collingwood should always play in the grand final in October. Because you had that. Have you still got? No, you did. You won in 23 in September, didn't you?
We did. Yeah, we did.
First time since, the 50s or something that you'd won in
1958.
September.
Yep.
Yeah. That's a bit of trivia that not many people know.
I know. It's a good trivia question.
Yeah, so we should, for our listeners, and actually we have to do a big shout out here to Ashburn, Virginia. So for the 15 listeners we have in Ashburn, Virginia, thank you very much for dialing
15?
in. Yeah, it briefly overtook Melbourne for the number of listeners for the initial podcast.
What or who do we think is in Ashburn, Virginia, and why on
I
earth
don't know.
would they listen to two idiots from Melbourne on a podcast?
Yeah, exactly. I think they maybe thought it was something else. They were downloading something else that was called Pointless.
Oh, yeah, Pointless. Like, what is this?
But you can leave a message if you're listening. You can leave a message for us. I don't know whether it's all the streamers, but on Spotify, there is a spot where you can click on and send us a message. Martin and I would love to hear from anybody basically around the world, but we have listeners in 238 cities, but Ashburn, Virginia and Dallas, Texas are big leaders outside of Melbourne and Sydney. So please send us a comment. We'd just love to know who the hell you are, and was it a mistake?
We'd like to hear. We'd just like to know that someone. We can see the downloads, but we're not. What we should be able to see is the duration when people listen for. So do they listen to the whole episode, or they listen and go, "What on?"
Yeah, they're like, "What the hell is this?" Yeah. So Collingwood did play on the weekend. How are you feeling about Collingwood so far this season?
Well, it's interesting. I mean, I'd ideally love Darcy Moore to be up and about, but he's not. They're still.
You're stumped. You're lost for words.
Oh, I don't. I think being stumped is a bit indicative of the year where you're kind of like, yeah, but like not quite sure. So, like tomorrow, was it Lions in Gabba? That'll be a bit of a test, I think. They played. They got a pretty hard first half, and then they got as a season. Well, I reckon they're going all right, actually, to be perfectly honest. Yeah, like last year, and to some extent the premiership year, they were unbelievably good for the first half, like unbeatable. And then it all kind of got a bit pear-shaped for a while. Last year, very pear-shaped, right? But I think we got a new theory where we're just like,
just 1 week at a time.
Because they're not, if you actually watch the games, like they're not Pendlebury, side bottom, DeGoey, all those people. They're only playing 60% of game time.
I
do like to see that the young 201 centimetre. Whoa.
Yeah, he was all right.
Whoa, not a bad debut from the young man.
Yeah.
So he was a big dude.
Yes.
He's the next. If he was at Carlton, that bloke, we'll make that bloke captain over one game. He's the saviour of the world if he was at Carlton. Someone, we're going back to Carlton now, but someone asked me what is the problem at Carlton. I said they've got saviour syndrome.
Okay. We're back on the religious thing. This is good for Easter week. Yeah.
Well, you did hear something too that Good Friday is a little poetic if Oz gets crucified or sacked.
Yeah.
It's a bit rough, but yeah. No, I think
saviour syndrome. So they're looking for somebody to save them. Is that what you're saying?
And
they're waiting for somebody else to
many years. Like Cripps, this, and every time someone plays a good game, suddenly, like McGovern gets 2 goals in the first quarter, suddenly he's going to kick 48 for the game. It's like, hang on, people, like he's still McGovern. Just because he kicks 2 goals. Yes.
McMuffin. That's what they call him, McMuffin. Yeah,
I reckon Collingwood's all right. I actually think they've got a little bit more perspective in the first half and just trying to get, because they do have an older list. But no, I'm not unhappy. But tomorrow, if they get smacked tomorrow, they probably need to rethink a bit. But we'll see.
Yeah, okay. Well, in honour of that, we'll play.
Good old Collingwood forever. They know how to play the game.
Oh, that's enough.
Well, we're looking at the.
Yes, I
speaking
did.
of
I did work out. There's a new, in honour of our great success of our last episode and the title of the last episode. I have got a new theme song for Carlton. Are you ready for it? This is what we're going to play when we run out on Friday, Good Friday.
It's
good,
gold.
isn't it? Yeah.
That is gold. But we are. Was this podcast not poetic in calling Carlton a supermarket chicken last week?
Yeah.
I
We're ahead
did
of our
have
time.
many people talk to me during the week saying, "What does that actually?" Like, why are you going to listen to the podcast?
Yeah, I know. We'll explain it. Yeah, don't.
Carlton is a super. Well, so what is Carlton this time? Are they still a supermarket chicken?
Well, yeah.
You just,
I
think
we'll have to work on that one. I was looking for somebody who was chalant on the weekend, though.
Yeah.
You know, we talked about the feedback was that Carlton was nonchalant in second halves. So, I mean, McGovern was quite chalant in the first quarter, and there were a lot of chalants really in the first quarter. But really, they became non straight after.
Oh,
that.
maybe that's what we should say. A team of chalants led by a sheep. is not going to get it done.
Yeah, team of,
Yeah,
no,
well,
it'd have to be
you
team of
do.
nonchalants.
Maybe that's it. Maybe you walk out at onto the ground after half time a bit nonchalant.
I did see.
You've lost your chalantness.
We've lost it.
Hey, where's chalant?
Sam Walsh was interviewed, and he said he had a solution. He said maybe we could run out through the banner again after halftime and pretend it's the first quarter. Yeah.
So that's
Quite
got
like
nothing to do with mindset or psychology or football.
No.
God forbid if you ran out and just played well.
Yeah. He's grown his hair quite long. I quite like his long hair, sort of flowing locks.
It's a few interesting haircuts going around. Not that I can.
Well,
speak
you'd
to
know.
them. I've got
With yours, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
the Nick Dacos going.
Yeah,
Well, it's
you've
good enough for
got
Nick
the Nick
Dacos. Quite frankly, everyone should have one, I think. But I'm just
second best player in the AFL.
Second player. Who would be better than him?
Well, it doesn't matter because it just rotates. So all we know is that he's second best in everything, and somebody else will just take first.
I know. Well, I reckon he's got to be leading the Brownlow right now.
He surely has this time, because also they see the stats this year, so they'd have to have him as number one, surely.
Yeah. God. If he comes second again.
Anyway,
if he's in the top. And I've just seen the teams come out for Collingwood. Speaking of going back to Collingwood, funny, weird.
Yeah, come on.
So Moore and Pendlebury out, injured. But
Pendlebury? What's happened to Pendlebury?
He has Achilles awareness.
The awareness has got another one. He's aware he has an Achilles.
So we've brought in two players who are unaware of their bodies. But Lockie Sullivan and Will Hayes, both of whom are really quite little, small, small forwards, or Lockie Sullivan. Interesting.
So, yeah, not like Darcy Moore.
No, very interesting. So there you go.
Yeah, I just thought pies go small. You don't want a small pie.
No,
it's like
actually,
the party pies. There'll be party pies and not 4 and 20. We want the 4 and 20s.
Yeah, but particularly if you come home late and you've had a few drinks, or at lots of different stages, a party pie is bloody good.
Nice, yeah. Unless they're too hot. When they're hot, they're
Oh,
no.
yes.
Like when you're at a actual party having a party pie, and you just do that first bite because you've got nowhere to put it, and it's dribbling, and
it goes all over your shirt.
Very problematic, yeah.
And it burns. You go home with third-degree burns inside your mouth.
I know, and your tongue, and you brush the tongue.
You're doing that anyway at 3 a.m. But it is. It's like small pies.
Okay, small
Interesting.
pies.
I can't quite figure it out. But anyway, I'm sure there's a reason. I'm sure they've done that on purpose.
Yeah, well.
But anyway, I don't know. We'll just get either we'll be genius selection, or we'll just be party pies.
Yeah. Ted Lasso will be,
so you're playing. What time are you playing on Good Friday?
I think it's like 3:15 or something. Yep.
You know what you should do, actually, given the Easter sort of, if you play on Friday and you get beaten, aka sort of crucified, you should play again on Sunday as a resurrection.
Yes, I like that.
So do that. Schedule a game.
Yeah.
No, we want to play.
Well,
we want a 2-day break.
It's true. I think I'm thinking back to my Catholic upbringing now, and I think 3:00 was when Jesus was crucified. So you have this special service at 3:00 where everything's very somber and dark and all this stuff. And the Bible says that the world went dark and all that stuff. So that historians think there was a solar eclipse and stuff at that time. So yes, so playing at 3:15 is kind of the time when crucifixion happens.
Isn't it?
Yeah, it's the traditional crucifixion
clock. 3:00 is the traditional execution. It's a good question because, I mean, not to go into details, but unfortunately, crucifixion takes quite a while. You don't
that's true.
So did it start at?
Actually, no, you're right. I think it started earlier, and that was the moment he took his last breath.
That's the moment.
I think that might be. Yeah.
Oh, right.
Lots of things happened. That
I reckon.
The temple was smitten and smoten, or one of those things.
Oh, right. Okay. Well, maybe he took his last breath about 5:50 p.m. on Good Friday.
I think the whole game's going to be like a slow crucifixion.
Surely, like if you do lose, or you lose in the same manner or similar manner, like because I heard one of the people who actually knows what they're talking about saying that they reckon the Melbourne game was the game, like that was the game where everyone's just gone like, well, come on, like for fuck's sake, that's like enough.
Yeah, I saw that one too. Yeah,
but that clearly isn't because Carlton's been almost distinct in its silence this week.
Yeah.
So are they?
Do you think? I feel like they're trying to. Graham Wright and stuff is trying to avoid all that stuff and say this is a different Carlton now. We're not going to be like that. So, but I think one of the problems they've got is that all of us fans, particularly us older fans, remember that this is our club. We're the members. So, you might want to say we don't just fire coaches and we don't do all this stuff now. But this is why I think the Carlton fans are so angry because we've all grown up with this sort of culture. So I don't disagree with some of it. But if you just stick with this guy who's had lots of chances, and it's not just not for a second is it just false, but I think the Cripps thing is right too. The issue for me is the leadership of the whole team. So it's on-field and off-field leadership. And I don't think Voss is very good. He's hiding behind all these corporate lines and stuff. This week it was all about
I agree.
We take ownership. And he said the word ownership about 1,000 times. So did Cripps and all this stuff.
Yep.
And that's just a sure sign of poor leaders hiding behind stuff. They don't know they're not being real. it's all about the script. So what are we going to say? Let's get together and manage the message. And that's just written all over all of the terrible leadership things that have happened over the years. And they're doing that. So Cripps is the wrong captain, and a fantastic player. I love him, but he shouldn't be captain. But like we've talked about in other things, who else do you have? Like Wiedering's even worse, I think. Like amazing player, would be lost without him, but he can't. It doesn't seem to be able to lift the team and make people play for them. And
maybe your next captain should be Sam Walsh's hair.
Sure, it's looking great.
Like Trent Cotchin, like he'd have a separate locker for his hair. Maybe they should give it to someone's hair. Oh, What's a random? I almost feel like doing something random at Carlton. Like make Jagger Smith captain after 2 games.
Yeah, we need to do something like that. And they would know. Somebody in there would know who's being that leader with the group. And I think they're all nice and they're all supporting each other. And
are they? They don't do it on the ground.
No. But I just don't think they're able to.
Like I was watching go back to Collingwood replay. Like I was saying to folk, you whether you like Collingwood, whether they win or lose, whatever, but you have to beat a team, right? So when I watch Collingwood, you it's not just beating Dacos or not just beating, Pendlebury or whatever. That's actually a team. You actually have to beat the team.
Yeah.
And so, but against Carlton, you just knock out 2 or 3. It's all over.
Yeah.
You're done.
And the plan B and plan C and, reacting to things just doesn't seem to be there. So they don't seem to be able to change.
Correct. And as soon as you knock those 2 or 3 out, then they just don't know what to do with themselves. And no one ever seems to.
Yeah, you go. Sorry.
Oh, just no one seems to know what to do after that happens.
Yeah.
Like if it's not Cripps, it's nobody.
Yeah, and like he's just reached the end of a great career, or he might. They've been talking about him going somewhere else and have a couple of years. Like I think, okay,
but
no worries.
He looks tired. He looks knackered.
He's
round 3 or 4 or whatever bloody round we're up to. He looks exhausted.
Yeah. And
but again, I think he's carrying the weight of that whole team.
Yeah, I agree.
I reckon I'd drop him. Not because he's bad.
He should be dropped as captain. I would really like to see them, and again, I'd love to see him do it. But these guys I don't think they're capable of that sort of thing. But you just go. We were talking about it that we've done this in our corporate careers. You just get to a point where you go, look, I've tried everything here and I've had a few years. I think I could step back and I'll go into a different role or something like that. Let somebody else take over and have a go. It's happened in cricket and stuff.
Yep.
Excuse me. So the captain steps back, someone else takes over and they can focus on their batting or whatever. And Cripps could be fantastic. Other teams have done it.
Old, Scott Pendlebury, he was captain, gave it off to somebody else, and I reckon I'd almost, out Cripps brackets managed.
Yeah.
Because you can manage someone without the being, either injured or a bit sore or whatever. He's just being managed because someone else has to bloody well do it. Give him a week off.
But who's stepping up? That's the big thing. That's the problem. There's nobody that's. Who are the other big stars like Harry Mackay? He's not a leader. Doesn't seem to be. So it's hard to comment from the outside, but there's nobody that shows that. Whereas you get other, even in Collingwood, like as much as I hate him, Maynard and people like that, they're just he's got fight, passion, and you can imagine sort of him leading that A group, even if it's not the whole team. It's that the back line or whatever. It's you see that in so many other teams where Carlton maybe hasn't. Maybe that's one of the things they've recruited people for their pure football talent, but not necessarily for their whole person and their leadership and other things they've not picked that up.
Yeah. Oh God, we could probably talk
We could
forever.
We could.
Well, wait till Friday afternoon. Because
It could
what
be.
you just did then is exactly what the players will be feeling. Everyone's going to go on. Well, firstly, who's going to go on Friday? Christ, Carlton North Melbourne is going to be the worst Good Friday game ever. But who's going to? Because when we were driving home from said birthday on Friday, that was literally half an hour after the game. So there's all these.
Yeah.
I didn't see a single Melbourne supporter. I reckon they were still there trying to suck it up as much as they could.
Yeah.
But all these Carlton people, honestly, they were just like, but look, the look in their eye was just this sort of bewildered, sad, like, I can't believe like that, like they couldn't even speak.
Well,
What do we do
I couldn't
now?
be bothered going to. I've got nothing on Friday. I can't be bothered going to the game.
I
And
don't think
I
they'll
went
get
to the
many
Richmond
there.
game. I went to the Richmond game, and we're talking about Carlton Collingwood in a couple of weeks, and I just couldn't be bothered going. And I'm a member. I've got a ticket, and I just don't want to go.
So is it
I'm
Marvel
just-
or MCG?
On Friday. It'll be
Marvel,
Marvel,
huh?
I think.
The traditional
Where is it? Yeah,
Good Friday Marvel.
Marvel.
Stadium.
The Marvel of Good Friday. Carlton's
Marvel
still
style.
favourite, bizarrely. Who else is playing this weekend? Should we talk about anybody else? Adelaide and the Dockers.
How is Carlton $1.67 favourite? How is that possible? Adelaide Dockers half decent game actually in Adelaide.
Yeah. Dockers are sort of a bit of a question mark over the Dockers. Are they? And Adelaide, not a sensational start for them
Tell
either.
you what, there's some pretty average games. Like Lions Collingwood for Thursday night's a pretty good game. But then North Carlton,
Yeah.
they've got Richmond Port Adelaide on Saturday at the MCG. So why are they playing at the MCG? And anyway,
Eagles and Sydney over
will
there.
just be
That's
a bath.
kind of maybe, but Eagles are showing a bit of something now. That could be interesting.
Then
Curnow
Melbourne's-
is a complete disaster. Curnow, which is making me kind of happy. They're all like everybody's been going, oh, it's a great move. Sydney's going to be unstoppable. And then the first few games, they're like, no, he hasn't actually taken a mark in the second half. It's like, yes, I know. That's what happened to us for the last 3 years.
So this is, I don't think I've ever seen this before. So at 7:20 p.m. on Sunday, on Easter Sunday, we have the Western Bulldogs playing Essington at Marvel Stadium. The Western Bulldogs are
I
$1.
just saw the odds. $1.01.
So if you bet on the Dogs,
Essendon
you
is
get nothing
$21.
back. Nothing.
Yeah. Well, you get your dollar
nothing.
back.
Yeah, but
You
you
get
get
your money
what's
back.
the point?
You don't- yeah.
You give someone
So you
a bit of
take
money
all
and
the
they
risk
just
for
give it back to you. So there'll be all these bookmakers outside Marvel Stadium just giving everyone their money back.
Yeah, wow.
Maybe
Wow.
I think that's code for the fact that the AFL, for anyone that goes to that game, they should get their money back when they walk out the gate. I've never seen that. $1.
Wow. And $21
They're not
for
even
Essendon. That's I haven't seen anything that high for a while.
But if that's $1, why wouldn't Essendon be like $1 million? 21 seems a bit. I've never seen $1. Never seen it before.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
And then we've got the traditional Easter Monday. I forgot that. Hawthorn
Yes.
Geelong.
That's always good.
There'll just be a fight, basically. Don't they just fight?
Yeah,
each other
well,
all the
we'll
time?
see.
Or is
We'll
that
see.
Essendon?
Here's Geelong.
Hawthorn.
They're good. The magician will be there.
Oh, you never like
The wizard.
Geelong.
The wizard, not the magician.
The wizard.
No, I like
Wizard.
Geelong. Geelong's I don't know, I'm just a bit sick of them. I hate Hawthorn more, so I'll be going for Geelong on that one.
I think I will be going for
The
Geelong. I
wizard.
don't really like Hawthorn. But $1. There you go. Never seen it before. But, yeah. And how does the Lions get to be $1.39 favourite? That's a bit surprising.
Well, not
Anyway,
really. It is in Brisbane.
Interesting. Oh, that's true. They have won the last 2 premierships. Maybe that's got something to do with it.
Oh, it's a grand final replay, isn't it? From 2 years ago.
3
Yeah.
years ago.
We haven't talked about the ladder. That's been exciting.
Well, what
I
about
don't
your?
know how
What
to-
about the?
my ladder? Yeah, my ladder.
No,
Yeah,
forget the real ladder. It means nothing at the moment because we've played. Some teams
Completely.
have. Has everyone played 3 games? No. See, some teams have played 4
Yeah,
games,
I
but
know.
the teams that have
But
played
it'll
4
be
games.
fixed this weekend, I think. The
So
last
you
2 teams having a bye, and then it's all
This
back
is
to
back to one of
don't.
my least
Yeah,
favourite coaches and stuff. Like St Kilda's played 4 games, one more than nearly everybody else. They've won 1 game with a percentage of 86, with a pre-season hype like that.
did they win? Who did they beat? Can't remember the money.
They just beat GWS in Sydney. Remember they were miles ahead and they nearly did Carlton and go.
Oh, that first one. Yeah. Opening round. Forgot.
So
Um,
here we go. Look, if you win, you could be in the 10. You
yeah.
could be in the WC. Is that water closet or wild card?
In the WC.
We actually, you discussed last time. So Collingwood, God forbid, is sitting 7th.
Yes, this is what I
we're in
love.
the danger
And
seat.
this is perfect. This is what I really
Yeah.
hope for at the end of the year. So Collingwood 7th, Geelong 10th. So, you always lose to Geelong in finals. This would be perfect if this happens.
Jesus, that sucks. So we'd have to
West
play
Coast
right now.
ninth.
Right now, we have to play Geelong, and bloody Melbourne gets to play West Coast. How does that work? How can
Yeah.
West Coast be 9th? How can they be in the WC?
Because they've won two games. Yeah.
Can I just say
They're in the
though, I'm
WC. They're in the loo. Who's in the loo? This is the...
Who's in the toilet? But seriously, they have got the greatest. They have rigged this draw so much, right? So they've got GWS. No, sorry, what's the name? The Suns. So the Suns had an opening round. Did have a good win against who did they play? Geelong, but it was on the Gold Coast, right?
Yeah.
After Geelong didn't start training till February, but then they played the Eagles at home. They've played Richmond at the MCG.
Yep.
And
It's all
they've had
rigged.
a week off. So,
But I don't understand why you're saying it. It's like, what's the
well,
point? Of course.
the Suns are on top. Everyone's like, oh, you have not played anybody. There should be. I think they should come out with a draw that's evenly distributed.
What?
You have to
Are
play.
you crazy? Are you crazy?
Yeah, you have to. I know. God, that's stupid. That's stupid.
What is this crazy?
Why would you want to do that? But what about your ladder of the what do we call it?
Yeah, well, Gold Coast is not on top of my ladder. So Hawthorn's on top. Gold Coast second, Bulldogs, Geelong, West Coast, Sydney, Freo, Collingwood. That's the 8. So it's not super dissimilar.
It's almost a more reflective ladder,
Yeah.
maybe.
So this week, who's the? See, one of the issues is it's not just looking at the actual ladder to see who plays who. It has to be this ladder that people replace each other on. But so Lions. So you're playing the Lions, but you're 8th. You're 8th and Brisbane are 10th on my ladder.
But does that mean if we win?
Don't
Brisbane
move.
now are 13th. Does that mean if we beat Brisbane, we go to 13th?
No, you don't.
Stay
So
where you
if you win, you just stay where you are. So there's no upside basically until you play somebody above you.
Shit, you could be 6th if you beat north of Melbourne.
No, because my ladder's different. Because North lost the week before last and went to bottom of the ladder.
Oh, of course.
So then they beat Essendon, who was second bottom. So they only went to second bottom on the ladder. So
No, see, I think the best ladder is that it resets every week. You don't go according to you go. It's the AFL ladder. Yes, it's the AFL ladder that is this week, and then you start, and then well, no, you can't do that
every week. Yeah, I know. It's
no. What
complicated.
would work is that you keep the traditional AFL ladder.
Yeah.
But then every week you're playing to replace that ladder rather than the rolling.
Yeah, I kind of think
replacement
it
ladder.
might need to be that. Yeah.
Yeah, it has to
I
be.
know.
Because otherwise it'd just end up being ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. You wouldn't know who's replacing
Well,
who.
nobody knows what
'Cause you need-
anything is.
Yeah, correct. So you need to get to the end of the year and there's the real ladder, but that's the one that would apply. So you
Yeah,
have to have the
yeah.
real ladder applies at the start of the round.
I know
That's
what you
how it
mean.
should work.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's a complete circus.
Yeah.
It's a circus anyway, but it's
But it's an incomplete circus as it is.
yeah. Well, sounds like a title for the podcast. An incomplete circus.
Incomplete circus. What was the other? You had this great phrase today. We were talking, and what was it? I told you to write it down so we remembered it tonight because I thought it'd be a great
God.
title for the podcast. You didn't do it, did you?
Oh,
You never do anything I ask you to do.
it's a team of sheep led by sheep.
No, it wasn't about the sheep and it was like an illegitimate, useless. Both of us useless. I should have
go
written it down too. Yeah.
Go on.
All right. Well, an incomplete circus. This could
An
be
incomplete circus.
which is probably a good time to complete it. Should we?
Yes,
is
we
this a
should.
completed circus?
Shout out to who are we shouting out to?
Ashburn, Virginia.
Ashburton,
We
Virginia.
love you.
Sorry. Is it
love
Ashburton
yous
or
all.
Ashburn?
No, Ashburn. Ashburn.
Ooh, I was going to say Ashburton's in Melbourne.
Correct. Yeah. No, I don't know what Ashburn is famous for. We should look it up.
We should
But
look at it. It's gotta be famous for
also,
something.
even better would be if somebody sent us a message.
Somebody do it. Aren't we
Somebody.
on Instagram and Facebook and all that kind of stuff?
We are on Instagram, yeah. Pointless_AFL, I think, on Instagram. You know, if somebody, we do get these stats and we know people download us. If anybody actually listens, we'd love to hear from you.
Yep, we would. We would indeed.
But in the meantime, that's about it. It's good
Excellent.
night.
Good night
Good
from
night,
him.
Martin. Good luck for the pies tomorrow night.
Thank you.
I'll
See you
see you
soon.
next time.
Bye.
Bye.